And we see this throughout the Old Testament and all throughout the Book of Mormon, is that whenever there's a situation where sometimes it's chastisement, sometimes it's just an attempt at building faith, there's always a remembrance of how merciful the Lord has been in their lives. So Nephi uses this tactic with his brothers quite a bit, where he reminds them of the blessings they've received along the way. He reminds them of the witnesses they've received. You see this all throughout, and this is associated with the Mosaic covenant over and over again in the scriptures. And so you see with the house of Israel, there's always a callback to the Passover, to the Red Sea, to being delivered from the wilderness, being delivered from their enemies in one way or another. There's always this callback to look at how the Lord has blessed us and delivered us in the past, and this brings us faith now to get through the challenges we're going through. And we see this through the Book of Mormon, and even up to the last chapter of the Book of Mormon, where Moroni is saying, when you receive these things, and he's inviting us, the reader, to pray to gain a witness of their truthfulness, even he says, when you receive these things, remember how merciful the Lord has been unto his children, and let that stir within your heart. So the lesson that I got out of this section is that remembering and recognizing and remembering the hand of God in our life, that is a key to unlocking the Spirit in our daily life. And when we're going through challenges and we're going through difficulties or we're going through doubts, simply remembering how the Lord has blessed us over and over again in the past, the Spirit will descend upon us and bring us peace and bring us comfort and renew that witness that we had then, now, and get us through the challenges that we're going through, and help us, instead of murmuring, then just to have a spirit of gratitude and strength to persevere.
It is not an accident that so many of the rituals of the Jewish faith are specifically designed. The intent of them is to bring that mind back and to recall, to remember what great works have been done for that people, and even in our faith, so many of the rituals that we participate in, so much of what we do in starting with the sacrament, remembering the Savior and being willing to take his name upon us, and then leading into the temple. So much of these rituals that we participate is all about bringing to our mind remembrance. Remember the Lord. Always have him in our thoughts day in and day out. Because as you said, that remembrance leads to and opens the way to and is part of the process to kind of part the veil between here and the eternities to receive that additional truth that the Lord may have in store for us. And so it is important for us to be able to look back, not only from a macro level of what has the Lord done from an Old Testament, New Testament, Book of Mormon perspective, but remembering what he's done for us individually, looking back and being able to recollect and writing down, what have we received? What blessings have we received at the Lord's hand? And being able to go back and think on those things and recall those things and spend time
and the importance of journaling and recording your spiritual experiences.
Yep, exactly.